What's up, Notre Dame fans? Mike Singer from blueandgold.com. It's Monday, June 28th, and the Fighting Irish have a new commitment. That's what we're talking about in this video. A long, highly athletic, high potential defensive end prospect. First commit for Notre Dame in the 2023 class. If you like what you see in this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up and subscribing to our Blue and Gold YouTube channel for more Notre Dame football and recruiting content. So there it is, folks. Notre Dame's first commitment in the 2023 class is Keon Keeley, a 6'6", 230-pound defensive end, again, in that class of 2023. So he is just entering his junior season of high school. So an early pledge. He is from Tampa, Florida, Berkeley Prep High School. I saw Keeley last month. Not only is he a strong Notre Dame fit, like in my couple years covering Notre Dame, the strongest Notre Dame fit, off the field that I've been able to see. Like this kid is just going to fit in so extremely well and love everything about Notre Dame, not only in the locker room and on the field, but in the classroom as well. Notre Dame offered Keeley on March 17th. That was that St. Patrick's Day Pot of Gold recruiting initiative. Notre Dame really jumped right to the top, in my opinion, of his recruitment at that point. Keeley continued his conversations with the Notre Dame staff throughout March and April and into May. And then when June rolled around, Keeley took an unofficial visit at Notre Dame. You see him pictured there with Mike Elston, defensive line coach, and Marcus Freeman, defensive coordinator. He got in June 9th, took his visit June 10th and 11th, and even a half day on June 12th before flying back to Florida. And by all accounts, his visit really could not have gone better. He took about a week or so after his visit to mull over his decision, and then locked things in with Notre Dame, and then a few days later announced his commitment to the Fighting Irish. As we record this video, Keeley does not have a rivals ranking, but I certainly expect that to change pretty soon. Personally, I would rank him as a 4-star prospect. My guess is that's what he is going to get per rivals. We will see. But looking at his offer list, Arizona State, Florida State, Louisville, Miami, Mississippi State, North Carolina, of course, Notre Dame, UCF, Virginia Tech, West Virginia, among his other offers. So we're going to go ahead and watch Keeley's. Again, this is just his sophomore tape. He still has 2 full years to go, and you can see just the size, the length. He's not a finished product by any means, but you show me a finished product as a sophomore in high school, and I won't believe you. Let's just say that. The tenacity, just the overall athleticism and the length. Like, he is going to play the Viper position at Notre Dame. That's at least what he's being recruited for right now. If he's 6'6", 230 right now, what is he in 2 years? Is he 6'7", 255? I don't know. So we'll certainly have to see. But right now, being recruited as a Viper, that's the position he's committed at. And certainly Mike Elston, very excited about him. He was really the top of the board target at the Viper position. Notre Dame, was looking at some other guys, and certainly, had other strong options, but wanted to see what Keeley wanted to do, on the recruiting front before they really moved on to other guys, because this was, again, their top of the board guy. So highly athletic. You love the motor. You love the length. I think that's probably the biggest thing. He reports a 7-foot wingspan, which is really impressive. And again, guys, this is just sophomore film. This isn't even junior film. With another year of high school to go, this kid just has all of the potential in the world. See this last play here, and you can watch his full highlight tape by finding his huddle page. But hey, that length and athleticism is on display there with that blocked punt. Keeley, again, is Notre Dame's first commitment in the 2023 class. As things stand right now, that 2022 class has 16 verbal commitments. But Notre Dame's always recruiting ahead, and even have some 2024 offers out. I'm sure they're even looking at 2025 guys already. But again, Keeley, this is the kind of players he is joining. When you look at Notre Dame's first commitments in the 2022 cycle, that was Joey Tenona, in-state offensive lineman. 2021, Tyler Buckner. 2020 class was Drew Pine. 2019, Jacob Lacey. So Keeley is the first defensive first commitment since Lacey in that 2019 class. 2018, Phil Dracovic. Hey, we haven't talked about him in a while on this YouTube channel. Phil Dracovic's first commit in the 2018 class. 2017, tight end Brock Wright. 2016, offensive lineman Tommy Kramer. 2015, Jerry Tillery, and the list goes on. This is a true commitment for Notre Dame in the state of Florida. In the 2021 class, Notre Dame signed Caleb Johnson, an offensive lineman from Ocala, and Philip Riley, a defensive back from the Tampa area. But Riley was from the state of Washington, Johnson from the state of Indiana. So you have to go back to the 2018 class to find a player from Florida that signed with Notre Dame who's actually from and born in the Sunshine State. So it's been a few years. Keeley from the Tampa, Florida area. Does it mean that they're going to be super active in the state and start, signing 2 or 3 guys per cycle? I doubt it. But when Notre Dame is going to see a fit down in the state of Florida, they will go after those prospects, whether they're in Florida or in Germany like we've even seen. So that's it for today's video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you like what you saw in this video, and consider subscribing to our YouTube page, and go to blueandgold.com for all of your Notre Dame football and recruiting coverage.